Kanye West is known for his outlandish opinions that he refuses to keep to himself. Because he is so unfiltered, it has gotten him in a lot of feuds with other celebrities, and I'm going to be breaking them all down in this list. In at number 10, Drake. This is easily Kanye's most notorious feud that came to a head once again in 2021 during the release of both of their albums. Back in 2009, these two were friends and often spoke of how much they respected one another's work. But sadly, over time that started to change, and the pair started taking shady digs at one another, like when Drake started dating Amber Rose shortly after her and Kanye split. But things looked good once again in 2015 when they collaborated on a Big Sean song and they hinted at a collaboration album. But things got tense once again in 2018 when Pusha T released Drake diss track called Infrared, which Kanye produced. The song accused Drake of having a ghostwriter. Then shortly after, Pusha dropped the story of Adidon, which exposed that Drake had a love child. The pair got into another feud when Drake seemingly referenced Kim Kardashian on his song and did not deny the hookup rumors. Things were turned up once again in 2021 after Drake dissed Kanye on a song. In response, Kanye doxed Drake and shared the exact location of Drake's Toronto home, even though everyone pretty much already knew the address anyway. This resulted in both of their albums getting tons of press for their releases, so maybe it was just all for show. And at number 9, Kris Jenner. It is not uncommon for married couples to hate their in-laws, but sadly Kanye made his feud with momager Kris Jenner way too public. During one of Kanye's unhinged Twitter rants, he came after several members of the family, specifically Kris Jenner. In the tweets, Kanye called Kris Jenner Kris Jong-un and accused the Kardashians of white supremacy. He also accused the pair of wanting to lock him up. One tweet read, quote, "Kris, don't play with me. You and your Kanye are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up," referencing Kris's boyfriend, Corey Gamble. At the same time, Kim was desperately trying to get Kanye help and asked the public to be empathetic towards his struggles. And at number 8, Wiz Khalifa. Kanye has feuded with a number of rappers over the years, and I think it's safe to say this one with Wiz Khalifa was the strangest. Back in 2016, Wiz tweeted that he wasn't happy with Kanye changing the name of his album, The Life of Pablo, from Swish to Waves. Wiz felt that he was stealing the wavy movement from rapper Max B. Kanye seemed to take the criticism and later tweeted out his admiration of Max B. But things later got nasty when Wiz tweeted, quote, "Hit this KK and become yourself." Most understood that Wiz was referencing his own product in that tweet, but Kanye thought he was name-dropping his wife, Kim Kardashian, so Kanye lost it. Kanye went off in 10 tweets, calling Wiz's music corny and saying nobody listens the whole way through. However, Kanye later tweeted that he was confused about Wiz's tweet and now knows that it was not a reference to Kim. Kanye then tweeted in support of Wiz, saying he liked his style and told his team to get the pants that Wiz was wearing. After the clarification, Kanye deleted a majority of his tweets, mainly those targeting Wiz, but the whole thing was just pretty head-scratching. And at number 7, 50 Cent. Yet another rapper Kanye has feuded with was 50 Cent. It started back in 2007 when Kanye changed the release date of his upcoming album to be the exact same day as 50 Cent's. Originally it was supposed to drop on September 18th, but Kanye moved it up 1 week to be on the 11th. Graduation sold 957,000 units and easily blasted 50 Cent, who lost the sales battle by selling 691,000 copies. This was a huge moment in Kanye's career, and with this moment he officially became the king of rap. At that time, 50 Cent said he would never release a solo album again if Graduation beat out Curtis, but when it did, he didn't keep his promise, and he's released multiple albums since. Then in 2019, 50 Cent stirred up trouble by making fun of Kanye's clothing line, saying, quote, "What in the spare some change type is this?" And at number 6, Travis Scott. This feud was very awkward considering Travis has dated Kylie Jenner on and off for years, Kim's half-sister, and the pair have a child together, which means that these men are linked together for the rest of their lives. In 2018, Kanye dragged Travis into his long-standing feud with Drake. Travis had posted a selfie on Instagram wearing a Nike sweatshirt, which Kanye felt was a betrayal because Kanye had a business relationship with Adidas, who was a huge competitor of Nike's. The feud continued when Drake and Travis collaborated on Travis' hit song, Sicko Mode. The lyric in the song about preferring checks over stripes, aka Nike's signature logo, to Adidas upset Kanye. Kanye later tweeted, quote, "How you gonna be on Trav's song and come at me? Trav should have never allowed that." He later added, "Meeting with Travis tonight, but it never be checks over stripes," line again on a Travis song. Kylie later confirmed that the feud had been settled when she tweeted, quote, "Everyone is good, moved on, living life. For anyone who wasn't aware, Travis has a deal with Nike and still does. Point is, it's all been talked out, it's only positive energy." Halfway number 5, Jay-Z. This feud is really sad because beforehand Kanye and Jay-Z were incredibly close and would even even consider themselves to be family. But after Kanye lashed out at Jay one too many times, Jay decided to drop him. Tension started back in 2009 when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech to say that Beyonce deserved the award instead. Jay-Z and Beyonce hated how awkward that it was and felt it pulled the couple into unnecessary drama. Tension also developed when Jay-Z did not attend Kanye's wedding to Kim Kardashian. Then during his Pablo tour, Kanye lashed out at Jay-Z on stage. He said, quote, "Don't call me after the robbery and say, how you feeling? You wanna know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house. Like we're brothers, let's sit down." Jay-Z clapped back on album 444, where he rapped, quote, "I know people backstab you. I feel bad too. But this F everybody attitude ain't natural. But you ain't the same, this ain't kumbaya, but you got hurt because you did kumbaya. You gave him 20 million without blinking, he gave you 20 minutes on stage, F was he thinking?" Exposing that he gave Kanye $20 million when he was broke. In at number 4, Jimmy Kimmel. Sadly, this feud could have been lighthearted, but in true Kanye fashion, he brought it up a notch. In September of 2013, Kimmel poked fun at Kanye West on his show Jimmy Kimmel Live, after Kanye declared on a podcast that he was the biggest rock star in the world. Jimmy Kimmel mockingly asked, quote, "Does Kanye West know he's not supposed to be his own hype man?" Days later, Kanye responded in his usual fashion on Twitter, where he wrote in all caps, quote, "Jimmy Kimmel is out of line to try and spoof in any way the first piece of honest media in years." And at number 3, Taylor Swift. We all know about the epic feud between Taylor and Kanye that has not gotten better over time. It all started on September 13th of 2009 at the VMAs. She went up to accept her award when Kanye ran up on stage, stole the mic, and said, quote, "Yo Taylor, I'm really happy for you, I'ma let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time." This horrible decision led to the decade-long feud. The next day, Kanye apologized, but later rescinded the apology, claiming he was forced into apologizing to Taylor. Tensions were lessened for a few years until Kanye dropped Famous in 2016 and referenced Taylor in the song, saying that they still might sleep together and calling her the B word. Amid public outcry, Kanye's wife, Kim Kardashian, posted videos of Taylor and Kanye discussing the song, with the latter sounded like she approved it. After a year of disappearing in August of 2017, Taylor responded with her own track, "Look What You Made Me Do." The pair's fans still fight over who was wrong in the situation, but it's clear this feud will never truly be resolved. And at number 2, Amber Rose. The public feud that Kanye had with his ex, Amber Rose, has to be the messiest, because some secrets were exposed I'm sure they never wanted to get out. It all started in 2008 when the couple started seeing each other. The pair were together for 2 years before splitting in 2010. Tension started brewing when she dated Wiz Khalifa right after, and the pair ended up getting married. After they split, Tyga started dating Kylie Jenner, which means nothing until you learn that China and Amber Rose are best friends. So Amber was involved in the feud with the Kar-Jenner family. Then Kanye went on The Breakfast Club and said about Amber, quote, "It's very hard for a woman to be with a man who's dated Amber," and that he had to take 30 showers before he got with Kim. Kanye also discussed Tyga's relationship with Kylie and said he thought that Tyga got in early and Tyga was smart. Amber responded by tweeting the craziest thing I have ever seen, quote, "Aw, Kanye West, are you mad I'm not around to play in your hole anymore? Hashtag fingers in the booty ass b." Yikes, that is so messy. Later, Amber admitted she regretted the tweets. And finally, at number 1, Pete Davidson. Since Kim has started publicly dating Pete Davidson following her divorce from Kanye, Kanye's latest target is Pete. In a track released last week by Kanye West and The Game, Ye rapped, quote, "God saved me from that crash just so I can beat Pete Davidson's ass," referencing his 2002 car crash. Kanye also trashed Kim during an interview, saying, quote, "How are you gonna bring me to SNL and then kiss the dude you're dating right in front of me?" But apparently Pete is not worried over the threats and thinks they are hilarious. A source said, quote, "Pete thinks it's totally hilarious. Not just that, he thinks the whole tabloid drama with him, West, and Kardashian is hilarious. He loves it." Apparently the newfound feud with Kanye has even brought Pete and Kim closer together. The feud is even messier now that Kanye is publicly dating actress Julia Fox. Alright guys, that is all for the list today. Let me know your thoughts below and let me know anything that I missed that could be in a part 2. Knowing Kanye, he's been in so many feuds that I'm sure could be on another list. I've been your host Mackenzie Smith and we will catch you in the next one. Quote, "Chris, don't play with me." Yeah. At the time, 50 Cent said he would never release a solo. The pair's fans still fight over who was wrong in the. Kanye also discussed Tyga's relationship with Kylie and said he thought Tyga got in